to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. To see all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mixed up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. My guest today, Tony Casillas, is my guest. I've done very little thinking about this. I had a lot of ideas about what we would talk about.
Yeah.
About, did I sound?
About, that was very Canadian.
I'm very conscious of my of my abouts. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're figuring out the microphones.
We're figuring it out. Yeah.
It sounds like I'm tuning a piano, but this is
Tony. He's technically stupid.
No, but you know like technical stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, Texan.
Yeah,
you said it very Texan.
Texan. Howdy.
Where did I meet you at the Vulcan?
We met at the Vulcan. It was
Lucky Duck.
It was the Vulcan. It was, I think, Brian Redband's first or second secret show he did on Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I was doing a guest spot on it, and you were closing it out. I think it was like the first one.
Yeah.
And it was just like...
Yeah, you were in the green room.
Yeah, and you walked in.
And I was like, this place sucks. And I urinated on the floor in front of everybody. Yeah. I remember your face. I don't know. I'm a bit of a personality.
Yeah. No, you're very... The thing is with you... No, you walk in, and it's just like... You say vile thing because you introduce yourself. I'm like, hey, I'm Tony. Nice to meet you. And you're like, I'm Uncle Fuck.
You can call me Uncle Fuck.
You can call me Uncle Fuck. And usually I'm in my mind, I'm like, my dad tells me to stay away from people like this. And for some reason, I was just like, oh, that's a normal thing to tell a new person you meet. And then, we've become friends ever since.
No, that's all a lie. You were drunk.
That's true.
And fell down the stairs. We gotta get this piece of shit out of here.
Yeah.
Out and about, as we say.
After I shit on you on accident.
Whoa.
You know?
Because as soon as I walked in the room, I'm casting for a movie in my mind.
Yeah.
So you were cast in as the the university graduate who's starting his own app company that has a really drunk uncle that's about to embarrass him in front of his fiance. That he's really oh fuck, it's Uncle Fuck. And they're like, who's that? And you're like, oh, you're about to find out. He stinks.
Yeah.
And that the way I pasted that out in my head, you look like a guy that looked at me that I was Uncle Fuck.
Did you just give the synopsis of the Adam Sandler movie, That's My Boy?
I haven't seen That's My Boy.
It's not good. You shouldn't. But that's the premise. It's like shithole dad, and the son lived without him, and then the dad's like, I want to be in your life now.
Kind of a Kenny Powers.
Yeah, kind of Kenny Powers. It's like Eastbound and Down without humor.
Ooh, it's pretty dry.
Yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say big. They tried. It was attempted humor.
Well, what is your favorite comedies, films?
I think one of the first one that stuck in my head was I convinced my grandpa to take me to see Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
When I was 12 or 13.
Wow.
And I pitched it to him that it's a Vietnam War movie.
You lied to him.
Yeah.
Because you want to see Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
Yeah, it's like in Jack Black. I didn't even know all that. I just saw the cast, and
It came and went.
It came and went, but it was brilliant.
It was great.
And we walked in, and in the movie they have those fake trailers, and at first I got fooled by it. And I was like, wait, this is a weird Ben Stiller movie. And then they said the character's name. I was like, oh, this is fake bullshit. And then the opening scene, there's a Vietnam scene, and it's almost comical. Like a guy's getting stabbed, and he goes, oh, what am I looking at? And just over-the-top sausages are out of it. And I look at my grandpa, and I go, Grandpa, was Vietnam like that?
Yeah.
And he just looks at me and goes, this movie's bullshit. First, 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, shit, we're not going to watch the whole thing.
Wait till he sees Iron Man. He's going to shit.
Yeah.
He's going to be very angry.
Yeah.
This is all crap. It's the same guy. He's flying now with a tin
He's
can.
white now?
Yeah.
He's white? He's doing white face?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is doing white
Yeah.
face?
I like this blues album.
So I was like, oh, he's probably going to want to leave soon. And then 3 minutes go by, and I just hear him chuckle. And I go, oh, we have saving grace. And then he started laughing more and more. And then I go, did you like the movie? And he goes, no. And I go, oh, okay. And he goes, but if you see a movie kind of like that, look, we'll go. So he didn't want to tell me that he liked it, because to him, he wasn't a silly guy. My grandpa was a very serious guy.
Was he in the military?
Military.
Yeah, there's no pissing
His mom,
around.
I get my Hispanic last name because his mom was 12 when she had him. The dad was 23. It was
That's assault.
Assault, but it was back. it was, but it's small town in San Antonio.
Oh yeah. Listen,
the guy was an ex-football star in the town, so they kind of go, you know what? How about we just take you out of school? You have the baby, and we're gonna give the baby away. And my grandpa,
that happened a lot.
Yeah, and my grandpa got adopted by this guy named Rogelio Casillas, Mexican gentleman who came to America and
From
Mexico and to get a citizenship.
What year is this? 80s?
No, this is 18. He moved here.
Oh, okay.
1990, 1900. My great grandfather.
Think about what that move was like.
Nuts.
I'll tell you, a lot of it was fucking walking.
Yeah, walking. Yeah, if you're lucky, if you were rich, maybe a donkey.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
you
ended up
had
eating it halfway here. Yeah, to feed the
You're
family.
we should have maybe not started on the legs.
Yeah. Yeah, we were pulling his torso for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And he's starting to figure out that he's going to lose his tail. He's pretty upset.
Yeah. So he got adopted by this.
Is he still alive?
My grandfather passed 4 years ago. Dementia, complications.
How old did
from
he
the
make it?
78.
That's
79.
respectable.
Yeah. He
An 80 is a respectable.
Yeah. But he was a good man. He was tough. He was a tough.
He walked here. He had to be tough.
Dude, my grandpa became literally. He dropped because it was crazy. So he gets adopted by this Mexican family. He would tell us it's crazy. He went to this school and it was integrated with different races, but it was still very racial fueled times back then. So the white kids wouldn't talk to him because he had a Hispanic last name.
Yeah.
And the Hispanics wouldn't talk to him because he was a gringo.
Well, this is what happened with Yoshi.
Yeah.
Korean with Japanese name in Japan. You're getting you would assume otherwise.
Yeah.
But it's not like that, which is great for comedians.
Yeah, it's nuts. He should honestly. My grandpa could have. I think if he had
all his thumbs to hold a microphone.
Yeah, or if he just had, I think that in him, because I think he had artistic integrity in him. He just didn't let it out.
Yeah.
But so at 13, he dropped out of school. 13 years old, dropped out and became a pool shark for a couple of years, and then a truck driver at 15.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
A truck driver at 15.
Doing local routes.
You couldn't get a 15-year-old to take out the garbage.
No.
And he's driving truck. Isn't it weird?
You're not even allowed to yell at a 15-year-old anymore. You go to jail for 6 years.
Yeah, but there's other ways to attack 15-year-olds than yelling at them.
Yeah, it's true.
You just taser a bunch of them at a bus stop and just keep walking. You just see them dropping like wreck. I'm like, mosquitoes, huh?
That's the new DARE campaign. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, everyone's got a big red hickey on their neck, like a vaccination mark. I don't know. No one really talks about COVID here.
Yeah, I think
I'm only bringing it up because it's such a great topic.
It's weird because it's conflicting because like Texas has been very weird about it because it's almost like 3 months in, we're like, we fucking defeated it. And at first I was like, this is a little strange. Maybe we're, jumping the gun a little. But it just seems like it seemed like enough people have gotten it. There's a little herd immunity. Feels like.
What do you think about people in other parts of the world that are living a completely opposite life?
I talked to my mom.
A lot of the world
Yeah.
is not like how it is here.
Most of the world.
Most of the world.
Dude,
Could we say 75% of the planet
It's not like
is
Texas
in
and Florida.
isolation? Everything's open here.
Dude, my mom still talks about it in Germany. She lives in Germany, and they still have a 10 p.m. curfew.
Wow.
And it's just like, and I was like, I thought they were doing it better than us. Like, people.
But that's the thing that I was always suspect. First of all, the airports are open, so it's transient.
Yeah.
So now you can isolate people to their homes,
Yeah.
their neighborhoods, their cities,
Yeah.
their states, and there's lines there
Yeah.
in your mind, but then it moves very quickly through society
Yeah.
as long as it's alive.
That's the thing, I think. Honestly, I think that fucked up with all of this was, I think, because I don't blame anybody.
No, I don't.
Because we all never experienced anything like this, right? So I get the people that are fucking scared of it. I'm like, I get it. They think there's this disease. There is this disease.
There were some people
but
that were living this state of mind before this that had a
hand
OCD,
OCD,
and
now you're adding this could be on a table, and if you get it, boom, 3 days later you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
And I get that, and it's a real thing. But my thing is, I think where I just stopped giving a shit was when they told us,
But how much of your life are you going to give up to the energy suck that this
Exactly.
whole situation is? Especially,
and to me it
as
was
a
bullshit.
comedian.
It was bullshit where it's like, oh, I can't go to a bar. I'm not even selling tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm lucky if maybe I get 15 people to come to a show. And we'll spread them out. They usually don't know each other. They're not going to say
First of all, anybody that comes to a show throws all their politics out the window.
Yeah.
And they're hey, we were all going to get dirty here anyway.
Yeah.
If you're in any kind of, and you'll see people in the audience with masks
Yeah.
peppered through. That's fine.
I'm cool.
I don't
I don't
care.
mind. I don't call them out. It's your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
But my thing is like where I just stopped giving a shit was like, oh, so I can't go see like a movie at a movie theater. Help my local movie theater out because I like to go to this place called the Texas Theater. It's an old school. It's in Dallas, Texas. It's where
Is there an equivalent here? There must be.
it's I would say like the old Alamo Draft House downtown. It's where the who's the guy who shot JFK? What's his name?
Martin Scorsese?
Martin Scorsese, yeah. It's where Martin Scorsese got caught after shooting JFK. That's the theater. He was on the balcony watching a movie after he shot JFK. They came in and he jumped off the balcony, hurt his leg.
Okay.
So they caught him. It's a cool theater, rinky-dink seats. None of this like
They serve alcohol there?
alcohol,
Yeah.
best old school movie popcorn.
Snack bar?
Yeah, but old school.
Yeah.
It's run by movie lovers.
Yeah.
They'll show like 35 millimeter film. So it's a cool place. And it's like, so I can't go see a movie there, even if it's spread out. But I can go to Walmart and stand in a line with 60 fucks. Or I can go to Target looking for dress. So it became that where it was like, if we're really trying to stop this, you would have put a hold on these corporations or these airlines. And to me, it was just kind of bullshit. It's like they can live their life and make a living, and
They partition certain things off that are for the safety of our future, but also it's got some backdoor business attached to it.
yeah,
And it's a tremendous amount of money and resources being vacuumed up by various money laundering institutions,
yeah, and
medical. Anyway, we're all getting buried, but we're going to tell some jokes.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to do jokes.
we're gonna do jokes.
It's gotten grim. I kind of anticipate
No,
a
I
little
think
more
it's-
upbeat from you. I'm usually the...
Is it grim though? I think it's good. I think COVID. This was a good year for everyone.
Oh, yeah. No.
Mentally,
Yeah.
dude, I'm the most healthy mentally and physically I've ever been.
Really?
No, no.
No? I am. I feel great. I feel everything is, the last year, the lack of performances has just been the pain in the ass. But
Yeah.
ever since I've gotten here, it's, somebody told me they did 6 shows on Monday?
Yeah.
6 shows? There's what, 20? You're pretty active in this state of Texas.
Yeah.
What do you got in between San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Houston? What's city 6 or 5 or 6 on that outside? What's the next
I would
thing?
say Fort Worth, DFW.
Okay,
So Fort Worth.
And then what follows in behind Fort Worth? And then I'm talking about places that you would are on your regular tour regimen.
Sometimes I do like small little play, like Abilene, Texas.
Well, how many people in Abilene, Texas?
Maybe 15,000.
That's still, you get 100 people in a
Yeah.
town of 50, and those 100 people, it's
They're
like
so excited.
Yeah.
And because I'm a nobody, but they'll treat you like a goddamn rock star.
Yeah, they can't believe you came.
They can't believe you came, even if they hated your act.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, hey, man, let me get you a beer.
Yeah.
I can't even believe you did that shit.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, you're a liberal, and I want to shoot you.
Yeah.
But, like, I like your smile.
Yeah.
And I change your ways. Definitely change your ways.
Yeah,
because it's disgusting. And you are a socialist, and you're a monster. But
people will come into a conversation with politics like that.
oh, definitely.
Really?
I even open it up now.
I never have that problem.
I open it up when I'm in towns like that, where I'm just like, I am a liberal. I just want to throw that out there, but I just want to say, like, I love partying with conservatives more. Because liberal parties, it's bullshit. You get a shot in, we start discussing the next
Because there's no party at a liberal. Everybody's so liberal. It's the uptight people that go
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. They go,
Yeah,
and
you
it's-
like to see people blow their careers.
No. No. I like good old, my thing is like, I just like, because I grew up in Germany. Every summer I'd go visit my grandparents, and they live in a small 240 like farm village.
Yeah.
And it's just like those parties I loved, where it's like once a month the town got together, some dumb fest, the firefighter festival.
Yeah.
And they just built a tent, and just beer is just flowing. Everybody's just getting drunk. The kids, the adults, we're just having a good old time.
You want to be a king.
Not a king. I think where we're just all blowing off steam. I love those kind of parties where it's like everybody for the next 6 hours together, we're just gonna chain smoke, we're just gonna drink, and we're just gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Those are the people I like to party with, not the ones that are like, the world.
Well, you can't have a casual conversation with anybody who's uptight at a party.
Exactly.
You'll be asked to leave shortly.
Or it turns into an argument.
I won't even get in the door. I'll go, Count Dracula has to stay, but you can come in, Susan. Yeah. And you're like, Susan, whatever. I smell cheese tray. I'll be over here.
I'm bringing my friend Jason. He wears skulls on his shirt. And they're like, yeah, no +1 anymore, Tony.
I've been turned back at my own hotels before.
Really?
By security. They've asked I've had to get the manager to come down to the front security desk to clear me. Because I had my hotel key, and I told my name and showed them my ID, and they told me I was at the wrong hotel. How rude.
Wow.
Have you ever been discriminated against?
I don't think, no. No. I don't think.
You don't care enough about menial things.
I've been, so I had this thing, it's so funny, because I went to college in Denton, which is, it's a wannabe Austin, which is very like artsy fartsy, but it's not. It's fake artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well,
Starbucks artsy.
not even Starbucks. I would say it's almost like there's this great band. They're called Pearl Earl. It's a 4-piece female band.
Ew.
And it's
Ew.
who knew they could play instruments? It's like
No, I like all-female rock bands a lot.
but they were like a psychedelic rock. It was this cool
Fat chicks with B.O.
No. Fat Chicks with B.O. Is that a real band?
No, but that's
Oh.
what I'm picturing. This band. No, they're
No.
not dump trucks.
No. They're great musicians.
They're dump trucks.
Good looking gals.
No.
Yes.
All
I'll
right.
show you. And it's
Yeah.
like this psychedelic, almost throwback.
Like
Great
Jefferson Airplane stuff.
band. I would say it. What's the one? The Rock Lobster.
Oh, the fucking Jimmy and the Shit Nickels.
Yeah, Jimmy and the Shit Nigger. But it had like the sound of like Rob.
Yeah, I know. Rock Lobster. B-52s.
B-52. So it had like
You like
that
fun music.
It had like that instrumental, but like the lyrics were like.
Like Ween.
Yes, like
Abstract.
Ween. Abstract fun.
But jam bandy.
But jam band, but fun, like the bass guitar, piano player, just great band. And they
there's a great band I went and seen that falls in that vein. Is
Yeah.
you ever heard of the Tuna Helpers?
no,
You probably like the Tuna Helpers.
I'll check them out.
It's so obscure and an all-female band. They for my friend's band, but they're fun.
Tuna Helpers.
The
Yeah, I'll
Tuna
check that out when
Helpers,
on my way out. But like they started getting like notoriety. Started playing a little outside of town. Started playing a little other cities, and you could feel like the city of Denton almost kind of like turned on them a little because
A
when they
resentment
came
of their
back,
successes?
then they were coming back to Denton, and they would do free house shows. But now they're playing the downtown venue, charging $10 at the door.
Yeah.
You know, to
No
fund
label,
to
no
fund
radio play.
Yeah, to fund their tour.
But all those people that are resentful towards them also wanted to start a band
Exactly, and that's what I. That's what
and
I
get out of town
That's
and
what
sell
I didn't
tickets
like
for
about that
$10.
town, and I love the town still, and I still live there. But I'm glad I'm leaving it to come here, where it's just like, oh, this is a good progress. It's a great town to start in.
Yeah, it's like remember Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
What happened? I got to get the fuck
Fuck
out of here.
I can't be drinking blue milk all the time.
Can't be drinking blue
Blue
milk.
milk, yeah.
They just took a flamethrower to my
Aunt and uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's a bad
horrified.
Monday.
When I was a kid and I saw the burnt corpses.
Oh, that was
I was
terrifying.
like, oh no.
Yeah.
I've never seen a charcoaled victim. My friend's a fireman. He calls those the dream gigs.
Firefighters are fucked up.
When they find the corpses, beheading is his favorite. Is when
He
they
loves it.
loves it. You know Boomer.
Yeah. Boomer.
Yeah, the guy with the blown out asshole. He's you've seen the picture. Have you seen Boomer's asshole?
Yeah, you show.
Have you seen the merchandise we got coming out?
No.
Oh, and we've got those. What are those codes? The RX codes?
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you. Jason, you're a fantastic comic. Jason, you're a fantastic comic, but I think merchandising might not be your strong suit.
No, I'm not good at it. Like,
Yeah, you want to put a guy's blown out asshole on a T-shirt.
but this is the thing. There's some craft. But you see, that's on the back of the shirt.
Oh, okay, that's all right. That's
No. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all right.
That's because it's
That's the back of the shirt.
yeah.
So when you, but on the front of the shirt is the gaper. So when you're out at Disneyland and there's a family about to take a photo, you can put your back to and Boomer's asshole will come up on the phone. So, and I bought
Yeah.
thegaper.com.
So you want to be a menace to society then? That's what. Honestly, okay, I take that back. You might be a marketing whiz,
I'm a whiz.
selling that shirt to kids. Hey, you wanna fuck up some kids?
Now you're
At
thinking.
Disneyland?
Now you're following me.
Yeah.
See, it has a life outside of itself.
Yeah,
So I'll
not a good one, but it has.
no. Well, everybody's got labels and banners, and they're selling something off of them. So this is anti-advertising.
Anti-advert. Yeah,
It's like they have a phrase in Sweden: better infamous than unknown. This is infamous. Boomer's asshole is infamous.
yeah. It's so infamous. People probably don't want to see it,
No one wants
No
to
one
see
wants
it.
to see
No
it.
one wants to see it.
but you're gonna make sure
I'm going to
that
make
some people see it.
A lot of people
a
have
good
seen
amount.
it. It's there's no end in sight. No pun intended.
It's like the Titanic.
It's like Boomer's asshole. You
it was when
can't
the
see the
Titanic
bottom.
was sinking. They're like, there's
Yeah.
no end in sight.
Yeah, it just It's a slow sink.
It's a slow, yeah.
And the thing is that this will probably be my legacy.
And then you look in between your legs and you're, shit, I got cock in the balls. I ain't getting on a life raft.
Yeah. Just boomer's asshole. Everyone climb in. Keep your elbows to the sides of your slip. Yeah. It's, my career's going fine.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
I'll do some proper stuff, but I haven't really had anything. This is just to give the fans something to shut up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I've been sitting on a. I have a movie coming out on June 1st.
I saw the trailer,
and I want to get another acting gig. I think.
Yeah. Did you have fun doing it?
No.
No.
No, I did have fun.
Yeah.
But the fun part is the unfun part of it, which was being in a situation where I was being told what to do by my friend, who's the director. Shout out to Andrew Hunt and Raven Banner.
Are they Canadian film directors?
Canadian director. Okay. Was shot in Canada.
Okay.
You're kind of stuck in this space, like as a killer. Mm-hmm. I killed 2 maids at the hotel with a hammer.
In the movie?
No. This is
this was
my eggs were cold and I lost it
to prepare for the role.
Yeah. I'm one of those Methodist actors.
Yeah.
What's your breakout movie look like? What's your pet detective?
I would say
this is your start. Like this is like
I don't.
You get a movie.
Yeah.
They throw it out and they go, "Is this guy a movie star or not?" They don't get a second.
I don't think I would be a movie star. What I think I would be.
This is not in your control though. You
okay.
did your special.
Yeah.
And now you've signed with a large agency.
And they want to give me a movie.
Now you got real problems. They're actually brought in 2 world-class screenwriters to build a story around you. And fact or fiction, but it's comedy. And
I would say
you got it's a $35 million movie.
I would say something
like it just got all real.
I think something in the Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, who did like Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, yeah.
Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver, Hot Fuzz. I think something like that. Some like a fun.
Monty Python would probably be your dream gig.
Yeah, I liked.
Like, what about a period piece?
No.
No.
No, I don't. No. I think maybe if a satirical period piece. I think maybe like a time travel movie. I would love.
Oh yes,
like one of my favorite Martin Lawrence movie is Black Knight.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's underrated.
Very
I think,
underrated.
And it's just I love that idea of modern character falls in a hole, falls in a bad batch of water, and he wakes up.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I love something. I always love those movies. Those are classic. Mm-hmm. Or they made a movie like Groundhog Day called Palm Springs. Andy Samberg's in it. Fantastic.
Okay, what decade are you going to? Are you doing a what was the?
I would love like the 60s or 70s.
So like Boogie Nights.
Yeah, because I think it would be so funny of a character that lives in this modern world where almost everything is safe, everything's protected. You can order food when you want.
Yeah, but I think you might turn into a class asshole with all your knowledge and that power in the 60s and 70s.
No, I think it would be funny because it would be like you're just stuck in like New York City in like the 60s and you're just like, oh, like.
Would you dress the part, or would you just have whatever's in your carry-on?
I think dress the part.
Okay, so you go. How would you? Yeah, I guess you.
You would have to.
Yeah, because I think Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. What's that? A life project?
Life preserver.
Life preserver.
Yeah, and it's like I think I love those. Just back in the like, Back to the Future is great. I love. Yeah. Like, I think something like that would be fun. I think that would be my kind of movie. Like
when Michael J. Fox plays your uncle.
Yeah. That would be cool.
You would cry.
He would, yeah.
And then, but it's
I call
a
him
version
Shakes.
It's Michael J. Fox is your uncle, and it has a kind of Patrick Swayze ghost element. And John Candy's your dead friend who comes to visit you, and then you guys do pottery while you jerk off.
Josh Gad's my older brother.
Who's Josh Gads?
He was in. Well, he was the lead in Book of Mormon, the main Broadway play. He's been like.
Did you go see Book of Mormon?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Redman went to the South Park party.
Oh, really?
The New Year's party, yeah.
That's cool.
He became friends with them, and I think he went to a couple.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
but like he's just like
it's the last bastion of stand-up or comedy.
Yeah,
There's really
on
nothing.
Broadway.
Yeah,
like just even I just thought it was so brilliant.
When those guys are gone,
it's gonna be.
That's like when Don Rickles died.
I've been on a Don Rickles kick lately. That guy was brilliant. I watched him. He was on.
I saw him live.
Really?
Yeah, I took my mother to see him, and he played in my hometown. But yeah, fantastic.
He's the guy that could bring anybody together.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like Carson's appearances and stuff. There's numerous.
He was on Letterman, and Denzel was the other guest, and he stayed seated, to be there with Don.
Washington.
Yeah, Denzel
and Don
Washington.
Rickles,
yeah,
and David Letterman.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And then Don comes out, and he just looks at Denzel, and he goes, "What are you doing here? You're cleaning up or something?" Like, just straight up calls him out. Everybody's laughing, and he just goes, "Dave, I don't even want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to the real star. Maybe you can get me a movie role." He goes, "How about we do a cop movie? You're the angry cop, and I'm an old Jew. Fucking it'll sell. And just like that kind of wit and fast and."
Yeah.
He was mean, but like the nicest guy. He knew he was brilliant, dude.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I love that attack. There's a handful of comedians, but a lot of the New York guys are very vicious like that, and it's refreshing.
It's refreshing, but it's also such a craft because if you do it wrong, it doesn't work.
Well, what happened to Tony Hinchcliffe?
Yeah.
There's some shit going down in Austin. You beat up some Sri Lankan Uber driver with an axe handle?
Mm-hmm. He tried to upcharge me, He tried to upcharge me.
It's so funny, all the comics. There's a lot of, honestly, there's too much gossip here.
Yeah.
It's out of hand.
Do you think gossip has gotten worse because of the internet? Because when did you start comedy?
1954.
Ooh.
Yeah, after the second.
You looked at Europe and you're like, yeah, the world needs a good laugh.
Yeah, hey, everyone, watch me play with my buddy's asshole on the internet. These guys have been booing.
And if you look, I saw an old World War II picture of, the famous picture of Adolf Hitler, Stalin, and Mussolini?
I thought it was the Three Stooges when I first saw it.
No, I saw you in the background. You could see your buddy's gaping asshole.
Hold up, Boomer's picture.
And if you took a picture and they're like,
hey, is that Charlie Chaplin? Oh, no, it's Boomer's asshole.
Yeah. So but like before social media, I feel like, there was still gossip, but it almost kept it like it was inner circle. You would gossip with your friends at like a party or in the green room. But now the gossip has become so public. That's what
it's opposed to like, oh, you should have saw this guy. What was his name? To here's my life story.
Yeah. And
I'm taking on the title as a stand-up comic. I don't know. Look, everybody has their ways to work their tools, and I'm not interested in getting on a narrative in a public forum like that with the peanut gallery.
Yeah,
that's why I put that shitty face girl too on all over. Right?
Yeah,
it's bad. Yeah, no one likes that.
No one likes it.
You'll see a photo that I post pretty regularly of a lady?
Yeah, just happy as hell.
Smiling with shit in her teeth.
She
I don't
loves
even know
it.
why I'm describing it.
Not just her teeth. You're underselling it, Jason. It's on her face. And I woke up a little hungover, and it was like one of the first things I saw as my eyes were open. And it's beautiful, you know? It's beautiful. It's frightening. It's frightening.
I thought she played racquetball because her glasses.
Yeah.
The smiling is
It's haunting.
But no, it's she cut her hair with an axe.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, look at her bangs. Is it her? Is this a lady?
You know what worries me about you, Jason? That in that picture, you look at that picture, right? And the first thing you're worried about is her bangs.
Yeah,
You just go, hey, the fucking bangs.
she's got crooked hair. It's rude.
Look at the bangs on that one, you know?
She's got shit pipe all around her face.
Yeah, that was my... Jay, can I just say thank you for pointing out the bangs?
Yeah.
Because when you sent me that picture today, didn't even think about them. But now that you say it, I'm like, you know what?
It's what you focus on. You want to focus on the negativity on social media, or this is where I find peace in the chaos that is Mrs. Shit Whiskers. You know, you cannot. I can't show this to you, and you can take. There's probably some sort of mental. I have a problem. Is what I'm getting at. But I think because it's so blatantly. First of all, that person's very happy, smiling. Okay,
she's thrilled.
I might not know what the series of events that got her into a position of saying cheese with shit in her face, and not to mention a ginger on top of it. Like that's somebody who really gives zero fucks. Like oh look, Susan's in the litter box again. Get the camera, and then she turns around with shit in her teeth, like she's been eating gummy bears out of a hobo's butthole.
Maybe that's what makes her happy after a day's work.
And that's the thing. There's so much attention put on other things that sometimes you just need to eat some shit to feel better about yourself. Sometimes if you make your own lows, your highs are much more appreciative.
So you're telling me...
You have to eat shit off the ground. Don't you listen to the show? I put some newspaper down, hang a rat, and then I wheelbarrow you across the floor while you eat it like Pac-Man.
If any young comics are watching this, after a bad set, just eat some shit.
Eat some shit.
And you'll feel better about yourself.
Just
go to Austin. Just
rub your gums with
Just find some shit on the sidewalk. Put it in your mouth and see what happens.
Yeah, just toss a hot log up on your lip and then start chewing it.
You know, and maybe find some pee.
Don't be gross. Then you got diarrhea. No, you don't want to pee.
I'm sorry.
You can't put peanut butter on chocolate.
I apologize.
Whew. Didn't you read the leaflet that I gave everybody on the way in?
I got to say, I forgot to.
And the only way my studio audience... Yeah, I do a little leaflet. Yeah. There's a splash guard on it, too.
No, it's a splash. It smells like shit. I feel like that's your toilet paper, you know?
Isn't it weird that the internet is so full of vile behavior, yet they're going after comics for trying to be funny by being vile? Are you crying?
Yes. It's a weird... Dude,
hey, listen. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. So
no, but the thing is that's so weird. It's kind of like the COVID thing where it's like, oh, be safe. You know, you can't do your own thing. You're trying to protect the bigger man, but it's still okay for Walmart, Best Buy.
People for not pushing their narrative.
Oh, it's not great.
It's
weird. It's my thing is this. So
weird. That's a rude.
And this is where I came from.
To give somebody an ultimatum on your relationship before you've had your coffee?
Yeah. And it wasn't even
Come to my house.
Let's talk.
No. Come to my house and I'll shoot you through the door.
You have become a Texan.
I know. I've had a lot of... Anyway, we're not going to get into my fantasies.
No, but like for me it was like this thing because like any comic, you know, something comes up, I think the initial reaction now with Twitter and the internet is like you have to be first. You got to be first or you're
ambulance
last.
Chasing, though.
It's almost ambulance chase. It's kind of like what the news does with breaking.
But it's very. It's lucrative to be injured.
It's lucrative, but it's like I got to be a part of it. It's like almost being a part of this club, and I get it. it fuels the adrenaline. You're getting likes, Then
But
you're
is
getting
a like? What's a like? What is a like?
But what I'm saying is, that's the sad thing is this generation has grown up that like is good, and more
Is
of
it
those.
that bad? Is there a lot of validation in that?
Yeah, we live in look at it though. We live in a liked society. The Kardashians. That's how they built their career.
Never
is
heard
by
of them.
Likes. No. You're full of shit.
I don't know what
hey, if you keep this up and lie to me, I might make you eat some shit after this.
Let me get a couple of logs out of the freezer.
I'm finishing this coffee and
No,
we'll get some
but
logs out.
If you live in that, like when the industry collapsed,
Yeah.
it really didn't affect me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't dependent on the industry.
Exactly.
If you become dependent on what the media is saying about you,
Yeah.
as simple as a series of views and likes,
Yeah.
you're destined for a bad time.
Because the thing is,
Now you're on that whitewater raft
chasing that.
and paddling. You're on and then the water slows down. Oh fuck! I've been smoking weed
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
I'm stroking out.
You're,
I got a treat. Anyway,
okay. No, but I think also what I don't think people realize is they're chasing the thumbs up from the media, but at the end of the day, the media might help you
where's
out.
the rebel? I don't understand it. Like,
The media might help you out at first, right? But when they're done with you, they're just going to throw you to the trash.
but everybody knows that in their heart.
But they're still going for it.
You know, I don't understand why you'd want to go up to a bakery and lick the window. Because that's the likes and the views.
Yeah.
Are you licking? There's nothing. Anyway, and you know, and I know that we're gonna have a fucking wicked year.
Yeah.
You know, how long you been doing comedy? 5 years.
5 years this summer.
5 years.
Yeah.
And that's enough of a window to know that when the temperatures get colder in
Yeah.
September and the rise
Yeah.
of the comedy scene up to its beginning of its swoop up to what is it, like a skyrocket?
Yeah. A sky.
I gotta get puppets to kind of act everything out.
You should teach at an elementary school, Jason. You
I
know?
did.
No, you didn't.
Was
No, you didn't.
I did.
When?
See, you
No, you didn't.
You have because all our interactions, most of the time I see you, it's dark out.
Yeah.
Well, it's always dark out. I've never, I've had people run into me during the day.
Yeah.
Hey, you're out.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't like seeing you guys during the day.
Yeah.
No, we're night
We're
crawlers.
night creatures. Yeah.
Totally night creatures. And I revel in that. But anyway, fuck. Great year, rise of comedy, dozens of half a dozen comedy clubs, 20 performances a week,
Yeah.
and sold out shows on the weekends.
Yeah.
Um,
All over the place. And the one cool thing is, it doesn't feel like they're competing with each other.
no.
It feels like everybody.
The open mics are in more competition than the actual business.
shows.
Yeah.
Like literally, last night I did 2 shows, and I was talking.
Where was that room?
The Native Hostel.
No. Was it with the one with the piano bar?
Yeah, Native Hostel.
That would be a great
It's a
spot
great-
to shoot a special.
Yeah, it's a great little 35 seat room.
I think they would hate me there.
I think the thing is, no, I really don't. I don't think so. I think
Some of these bookstore shows can be a face melter for a lot
for
of
you,
people.
but I don't think. I think with them, they were. If you had confidence, they played along.
I have no confidence.
Oh fuck! I saw you. We walked past a crazy lady
Last night
Yeah.
was fun, though.
last night at the Vulcan.
I had a good time last night. I've probably done more hours on that stage than I have in the last year of stand-up.
But it's it's just cool because you're talking to both bookers on the shows. I'm like, hey, is it cool if I go early on this show so I can make this show? And they're both like, yeah, that's totally fine. Where they want to help each other. They're not jealous that, oh, he's booked on this show and also
and there's no money being exchanged. Like anyway, they're fucked.
Yeah.
They're totally fucked. They're going to be phased out, and they're also going to be put into isolation. Bad Baby head on the table. But I don't know. I want to see Texas. I'm going to try and if I don't do
a Texas run
tour, unless you know somebody that will have me.
You would love it. The Blind Tiger in San Antonio.
I'm playing in San Antonio.
The Rock Box.
The Rock Box.
You need to, next time, once I move here, right? And we'll go on a Friday night. We'll drive down to San Antonio.
Yeah, it's only about an hour from here, isn't it?
45 minutes. Yeah. And it's this club at this restaurant. So the restaurant is a character theme. Like one of the waiters dressed up as the Pirates of the Caribbean character. Oh,
okay,
there's Tinkerbell with a tramp stamp, you know. But it's like this children, and at night,
Rainforest.
It's Magic Time Machine.
Okay, but you know what?
But it's like the Rainforest Cafe, but like with characters.
Sure.
And they have a bar attached to it, and you go next to the bar and down some stairs. And
whores.
There's like and whores. No, but it's like this cool club. It fits like 60 people. It's in the basement. And it's
They do comedy there?
Yeah, they do comedy every Friday and Saturday. And Friday is the open mic where it's like
the belly room at the store.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And it's like small stage.
Yeah, fantastic.
And it's like 5 to 7 minute sets. They just let people go up from 12 to 2. And the last time I went before COVID, so it was sold out 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Just packed.
Yeah.
The midnight open mic was packed. And it's so cool. Like, and the cool thing is, like, headliners, if they do the theater, sometimes will come in and do drop-in sets because it's just
as they should.
Yeah, and they love it because it's just this cool.
Yeah, they're getting the guy that was a $35 comedy ticket is now showing up here. That's what Vulcan's become a lot like, the drop-ins and stuff.
Yeah,
some of those lines up. So many of those lineups are like, oh, this is almost like the Comedy Store now.
Yeah,
you're seeing
it's close.
It's getting close. You're seeing some killers. Yeah, you must be totally, especially 5 years in. You're like, where do I start? Like, you're in a position where you don't have the anxieties of people 2 years less. You know, the second year guys are probably bugging out.
They're bugging out because I can't imagine where you're almost stuck where it's like, cool, I have a 7-minute spot, but that's all my time. So if I get booked again, I have to do the exact same set because that's all I have.
Yeah,
where it's like it's
the
nice.
Guys that were touring headliners in their community know that they can hold their own opening for somebody huge, doing 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
do well. And set it up for them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's one cool thing where it's like, I'm glad I have a few years and I traveled a lot during that time where it's like, I know if he puts me up 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to be fine. And,
you know, with a phone call, a passport, and a bag, you can go and do whatever you want anywhere.
Exactly.
At the drop. A lot of guys. And confidently, you know that you're not going to be brought in as like the big headliner.
Yeah.
But you can work with those type of people, generate a following under their umbrella. Yeah, and work with them, learn from them, fucking do that. Yeah, most of them are shit. Even the headliners are brutal. But let's... It's crazy. No, because one thing I want to ask you, because you lived in LA for so long, because like for me, it's. Did you ever make a trip? I've been to LA twice before I did comedy. Oh, and I fell in love, but I went to the comedy clubs because I've been a comedy fan. Like, I never went to the Comedy Store. I visited. I'd like walked around it, but I never got in. It's intimidating. Yeah, as a kid, like the Improv and Laugh Factory. It feels like a comedy, you know. Yeah, you go. They're like, what else do they do here? Especially in the basement. Like, it used to be an old mob club. But anyway, never made it to the Comedy Store. Never saw a show. Yeah. Never saw a show. But I walked through it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the story where the gunshot, Richard Pryor, you know, Kinnison, like you just feel the energy. Yeah. And so standing there that's been doing comedy for 50 years. And you don't know him, but you're like, oh, that guy, oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a living, breathing museum that's actually active. Yeah, it's I was like Harlan Williams. He was the first comic I saw. He was on that show. And he was like, I held the door open. The guy was walking behind me. I'm just a texting, so I held the door open, and he kind of looked at me weird, and he goes, "Thank you." And I go, "Oh no problem." And I go, "Officer." And then I just go, "I loved you in Dumb and Dumber." And he goes, "Oh, thanks, kid." Yeah. And he goes, "Okay." And
we got front row tickets at the Improv. It was like him, Chris D'Elia, may he rest in peace, and Chris D'Elia, Brent Morin, and the coolest was Brent Morin.
I was probably there,
Yeah, you were probably
sitting there.
Yeah, and it was cool because Brent Morin, you know me, I have a big laugh, and he was killing me. Brent Morin was, and at one point he just looks at me, and I'm in the front row, shy kid. And he just goes, who the fuck let you in here? He goes, are you drunk or high? And he goes, you can't be drunk because you were 12 years old. And he goes,
How old were you? Like 18?
I was 19.
19, yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah.
But I had a baby face, you know?
Yeah.
And he goes, and you can't be high. And I go, why not? And he goes, because you're a fucking nerd. And then just kept on roasting me.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. I'm laughing, you know, just dying. And he goes, man, this is why I love like, you make comedy good. Audience members like you.
You're
And then-
rooting for him.
Yeah, I don't.
Internally.
I love this. So I'm leaving it, the room, best show, fucking killer lineup, and I'm leaving, and I just hear, "Hey, Giggles," and I look, and Brent Morin's at the bar, and I go,
Want
"Me?"
to buy you a drink?
And he goes, "Me?" And I go, "Who else?"
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah." And he comes over, we're talking. I was like, "Hey, man, I saw your show, loved you in that show, fucking great, huge fan now, you know." And he goes, "Let me buy you a shot." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm only 20." He goes, "Dude, you could have lied." He goes, "You're such a dweeb." He goes, "Now I can't buy you a fucking shot with a good sense of mind." But he got me like a Coke or something.
A bump of Coke?
Yeah, a bump. You know.
And you're like, I'm 13, man.
Yeah. No, but he got me like a shot of Coke, and he took his tequila. We cheered, and I go, "Hey, man, I love comedy. I did it once in high school at a talent show, and then I bombed at my local open mic at the club, and I was petrified." And he goes, "Good." He goes, "It's good that it happened to you young." And he goes, "Now you're a little older." He goes,
Perspective.
"Yeah," and he goes, "Fucking when you feel ready," he goes, "Do it again, but don't wait too long.
Yeah.
Start young, do it again." And that was the cool.
How old were you when you started? 23?
When I started, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Good for you.
21 years old.
You're in a good position right now to capitalize on these doors that are going to be start flying open. Like we said earlier, with the guys that less than 2 years are really kind of, they've got some hard growing pains and to reflect on.
Because LA, I just feel like, because I was about to move to LA before COVID. So in a way,
you dodged a huge bullet.
COVID was a blessing.
Oh, it's a blessing.
In a way, because
Hail Satan.
He'll say, "Thank you for killing Nana." And no, but it was this weird thing, just meeting comics and talking to comics in LA and the shit they go through. Where I'm just like, I'm kind of glad I didn't move to that machine where it's almost like, oh, I gotta.
I'll tell you,
I'm getting bumped. For
bumped?
I'm getting like on.
You're not even lucky enough to get bumped.
Not even bumped at the clubs. I'm talking about the coffee shop show. I'm getting bumped at the coffee shop show because the TikTok star decided he wants to tell a story about how he crashed his Lamborghini.
It's even worse than the TikTok star. It's the guy that's dating the girl there, and he puts her friend on because that's her cousin. Now you're 6 idiots deep.
Yeah.
And now that they put you on at the end because you're the closer and you're the only guy that had an act.
Yeah.
And you anyway, yeah, I'll tell you what you avoided rehab.
Yeah.
In 3 years, probably a pretty dramatic breakdown.
Yeah.
After about year 2, you would say that, oh, I've come over the rainbow to the pot of gold, and it's not only empty, it's people are puking and shitting into my physically and metaphorically.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but we're all gonna drink out of this. Why is everyone wiping their ass? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Here, take this bad decision and get in line.
Yeah. That's why I've liked the LA comics that moved here.
Yeah.
That I've met, like Derek Poston, Sam Lopez, he opened for Brendan Schaub. He's Derek's for
Zach?
No, doesn't matter. I don't remember the name, but meeting them and talking to them, I'm like, oh, these are real comics that they came here because they just want to grow as comics, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that where it's just like it's almost supportive here. Where it's like, hey, come do my show. I want to do your show. And we're just like But we're
Yeah,
just
wait till the money starts to show up, and you'll see where the support groups, when the people start showing their claws.
Yeah,
and
is
their
money.
Yeah. You'll start to see it, but that's fine. That's fine. Bye.
Yeah. I don't think
see
that I the one cool thing is like, and here I feel like, I don't know about you, but it's like people are just excited to see a show.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know you.
Yeah, no.
Even
Just
if they
last
don't know
night,
you.
all the faces are looking like these people have really come with great intentions.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it, it's
Yeah.
Tuesday. I just want to get a laugh.
They're like Latino audiences.
Yeah.
All the audiences, like, they dressed up a little bit,
Yeah.
had a couple drinks, and this is their big night out.
Of the week.
Yeah.
And it's cool. That's what I love about Austin. It's
We have no lives outside of comedy.
no. We don't, but it's kind of great though. You have
Yeah.
to. It's kind of great.
How old are you now?
26.
Perfect.
There's some days
Don't
though.
get anyone pregnant. That
Yeah,
will
oh.
sink it all.
Oh yeah.
No babies.
The reason I got into comedy was because I was dating a girl in college. We hadn't even been dating long, maybe 6-7 months. But I was like, this is probably the girl I'm going to marry.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how it goes. You go to college, you meet the girl. You know, I'm about to graduate. This is probably the girl I'm going to marry.
Take the same money that you would have put into a 6-month relation
Yeah.
to a 6-hour prostitute. And you can cover that same with none of the. You can pretend you guys are breaking up. Oh, I can't believe you're leaving me.
She's a good actress. She plays along.
She plays. That's what the extra $2,000 is.
Yeah.
She's only a $4,000
Hooker.
Let's see, she's $500 an hour. That's real. Yeah, $500 an hour.
2,000.
And you go, listen. I know this is not going to be the weirdest thing you've done for money.
Yeah.
But pretend we're breaking up when you have to leave.
Yeah.
And start crying, banging on the door. Well, your neighbors are like, what's going on? My girlfriend's leaving me. And this slamming ass spits on your keyhole and then walks out.
Yeah.
And you get to go slam the door and go, I can't believe this.
Yeah. And the neighbors are looking.
Yeah, like, geez, we didn't know you had it in you.
Yeah. We didn't know you had a girlfriend.
Or Siamese twins in wheelchairs. So they're kind of zip tied, 2 wheelchairs together, but their heads are conjoined. Mm-hmm. So they've got 2 outside arms, and then everything's ragdolled in the middle.
I just like to imagine one's an optimist and one's a pessimist. One's like, no, stay. And the other one's, let them leave.
One of them's deaf and one of them's blind.
Oh.
And between the 2 of them, they're still useless.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. What do you have coming up? I noticed that you got a tour regiment.
Yeah.
Wait, how many comedians are actually posting tour dates in the world right now? You and 30 other guys? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe 40.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be right now in Austin for the next week doing shows. And I have some dates coming up in the books in DFW. But if you want to follow me, you can find me at Comedian Tony C. I always post my posters and my tours up there. So just check that out. And if you want to come see me live, you can come see me.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Come out to Austin.
Moving to
Be a
Austin
comedy
June
fan.
16th.
Yeah, you're moving to
Moving
Austin.
here.
That's pretty rad.
It's
I'm
gonna be
stoked.
cool, man.
Not that it was a long drive, but I remember when we'd first talked, you were kind of like, it's not that far away, but you quickly realized it's like,
I got to be here.
you got to be here.
Especially like I'm doing shows. I did 2 yesterday, 1 tonight, 2 tomorrow night, where it's like I can't just, I got to find stable here so I could just, instead of doing a show and then driving 4 hours back, I can just.
You've done enough road work that it's not a pain in the ass, but you're like, why not just drink from the waterfall?
Yeah, why not just be here, live it,
Yeah.
experience the city,
Yeah.
like live the city, and then I feel like I'll be a better comic. Because then I also feel like shit all the time when I
city.
I drive down here 4 hours, and you've done it before where you drive and then you get right on stage and you're still a little tired from the drive. Where it's like I don't want that. I just want every show to be like, boom.
You're more than likely you'll end up a place that you could Uber there in 10 minutes from wherever you live in the city.
Yeah,
And relaxed, go over your shit in your head before you even get to the show.
say hi to a few people, have a drink
Easy
before,
peasy.
Get a meal, and then boom, do the show, and then.
Well, Tony,
Jason,
I'm looking forward to doing some gigs with you again. I
Yeah.
think we probably definitely have some shows coming up together at some point.
definitely. I hope not. I hope not.
Bring your mother down, as
No.
gross as that sounds.
No, it's weird. I was telling Jason, my mom, I think, would dig you.
She didn't dig it.
She would dig you.
I'm a mother pleaser.
Okay, keep your hands off. No logs.
No,
when you meet Mama.
I'm
Mama.
very respectful of
I know.
people's moms.
I know, no logs.
But she's going to hear an earful from the stage.
Oh yeah.
She's going to get logged out.
Yeah. But she loves Canadians.
Good for her.
She's a.
Well, then she's going to need to adopt some because the country's turning into a communist regime. But I'll be back in the spring. I'll be back in the spring, Canada.
I'll be back, comrades.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
That sounds good, though. Canadian comrades?
Yeah.
I like alliterations.
What's alliteration?
Isn't that when, like, two words sound, like, similar?
Okay.
It's like...
I'm only saying that because I went to school...
Yeah?
Which was all retarded people.
So you went to the University of Phoenix?
No, I've never made it to university. I did go to college.
Did you?
On a scholarship,
For
oddly enough.
For what?
Basket weaving. No, I was in a comedy program.
Oh.
For like screenplay and sitcom writing and acting and all this.
What college?
Humber College.
In Canada? That's cool.
It got me... Anyway, we're not going to get into those stories on mic, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you some stuff.
Okay.
Some cool stuff. Some Saturday Night Live stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. People can find you again on...
Comedian Tony C.
Tony C.
I'm going to be starting a new podcast soon, so look out for
Awesome.
that. And yeah, would love to see you at shows.
Yeah, we're going to do some shows. This podcast is actually going to be going to video.
Ooh.
And also on all audio platforms.
That's
So
kind of shitty.
subscribe to my YouTube channel and
I'm a little pissed, though.
about the video.
No, that you're going video after my episode. You're like, we don't want to.
No, but this is the thing. I
We don't wanna see you
I
on
was
screen.
thinking about that, but until I get it to a level,
Yeah.
because I know you're moving here.
Yeah.
You're going to be on the show at least 2 more times before the end of the year. Not my show, but somebody else's. I'm sure of it. So
Yeah, definitely.
we'll definitely get you on video at some point.
No, I'd love to come back, man. You're one of my favorite people I've gotten to meet in Austin, and it's always a joy.
You've never been on the road with me, so save those thoughts.
That's the thing. That's what I'm worried. That's
I'm going to send you something
Okay.
that we'll talk about later.
Okay.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Jason Rouse, all that shit. Give me money.
Give him money, give him fame. We're talking to you, Warner Brothers.